The sky was burning. The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Huey. I'm going to be your commentator this evening, and welcome to SGL Premiership action. Tonight, we've got a great matchup for you guys. We have Timbers Army versus EC Eternal. Very fortunate to bring you guys this week 11 action. How are we doing in the chat? Who's in here? Let's have a look. Let me get my chat pulled up. Hans, Luis, good to see everybody. Glad to see the EM squad pulling up to support. This is going to be my second time in the commentator's booth. I was able to do one match with Luis in the championship, I forget which, but very excited to bring you guys some solo commentator action. Matt, can we get the table pulled up? We'll do a little bit of a preview here. Perfect. All right, so we can see both these teams. Unfortunately, both of them have been knocked out of title contention. However, TA are still in the cup, so they'll be looking to bounce back into form after a loss against. They won last week. Either way, still they're going to be looking to round out their form going into the upper final next week. EC Eternal, we're out here for pride. We're looking to make some good fun here. You know, supporters group. It's not about the points. It's about the friends we make along the way. All these things. Okay, if we could pull up the team comparison, have a look at what we're looking here. Yeah, so very clearly TA looking to be the better team here. I will say though, EC Eternal are tougher than what their record might indicate. 1-7 is very harsh for the players they have and how they play together. They're a very gritty team to play against. You see there 1.26 goals against, slightly less favored than 3 for TA. If I had to give a prediction for this one, I'm going to go TA in 4. I think that EC will steal a game early on. Yeah, though the chemistry, Maz has brought up, the chemistry they have on their team can really help them steal some games. I think TA will very much have their performance will depend on how their talisman Loyboy looks to perform tonight. He's obviously a top 5 player in the league. He's been dynamite every time. Yeah, if we look at the team stats here, Loyboy just leading the way, 41 goals. For Nelly in there too. Well, I would not have guessed that Nelly's goal title is that high. Wow. If those two can get clicking, it's going to be very difficult for Eternal to be in this series. If we could get a look at let's get a look at Eternal stats to see how their team is looking. Yeah, not bad. The biggest thing for this team, they defend well. They just have to find a way to make it click in the final third and in the midfields. The matches I've seen from them, the times I've played against them, where they need the most improvement right now is just being more decisive in that middle third, being able to link up passes, not throw away possession, things like that. If they can start to get a little bit more cohesiveness in the front half of the field, then they've got a shot to make this series fun. Seeing some spanky goat comments. Love to see it. Yeah. I would guess we'll have a look at the lineups in just a second. I would guess that starting lineups for both the teams, predicted starting lineups brought to you by Supporters Gaming League. For EC Eternal, it would be Spanky, Christmas, and Bisbo. For TA, we're looking at the 3 that they've been running all series. These 3 are like MSN. Little bit of glaze, try not to go too much, but you know, they're the MSN of SGL. We have Nelly, we have Loyboy, and we have Rydon. We're just moments away from starting here, guys. Stay with us. We're very excited to bring you guys Week 11 Premiership SGL. Christmas in June. True, very true, Bones. Not gonna lie, I fear for Eternal if TA can bring Loy Boy back. It's a fair point. He's got some of the best control that we have in the league. When he's on the ball, it's very difficult to force him off of it, and then even more difficult to save the shot afterwards. He's incredibly dangerous. What's gonna be even more difficult for EC Eternal is gonna be Rydog in the back. I mean, he is just nuts. All right, looks like teams are in. We're ready to go. All right, teams kicking off. EC Eternal versus TA, Week 11 SGL action. Here we go. Rydog takes the air, looks to go in, goes to ground. Christmas with a nice save. Nice follow-up. Looks for the flip, doesn't quite get it. Rydog powers it through. Husky's back to defend. Lovely touch. Good control. Good 50. Nelly goes up for the shot. Into the net. Nelly with a classic finish. Already making me look silly for not knowing that he is a pure goal scorer. This is a goal scorer's finish. You love to see it. See if EC Eternal can bounce back, get their defensive shape that they're so good at. Nice challenge. Nelly in immediately with pressure. How does EC Eternal handle? It's a clearance to the sidewall. Piglet is there for TA. Very nice to see him. Christmas spanks it into the wall. Nelly up to challenge. Gets beat, but Piglet's right there to maintain the pressure. Little back pass from Nelly. Ooh, it's exciting. It's audacious from TA. You love to see a little bit of passing when you're with your threes. Spanky jumps into the corner. Huskies looks to pressure there. Piglet's there to beat, but Huskies is there off the wall. Well done. Rydog taking time, looks for the pass over. Nobody receiving on that end. Into the corner. Piglet gets it around. This is looking tough. And another goal for TA. Just looks like a little bit of confusion on who's going for that ball in the corner. Spanky maybe didn't see Piglet there and overcommits his third man. It's a second goal for TA. Very nice kickoff by Christmas. Piglet looks to collect. Husky immediately gets it back into the corner though. What I'm seeing a lot from these two teams already, it's kind of like hockey. We're seeing a lot of dump and chase here. There's been some small infield passing, but for the most part, this ball has been in the corners. See how both these teams look to adjust their offense as the ball remains in the corner. Great 50 by Rydog, stops the threat. Spanky up for the shot, just barely gets beat by Piglet. Rydog, Piglet, little infield passing. Great save from Christmas. Nelly looks to take time in the corner. Over Spanky. Huskies gets it there. We're up the wall, a little bit of safety here. Piglet takes into the corner again. Christmas, great 50. Here's a shot opportunity for Rydog. Great save from Huskies. Way to get up. Christmas looks to stall for his teammates. Looks like he has done so. Needs somebody to challenge his shot, though. Here comes the infield passing of TA. They are looking sharp already. Ooh, the bump is just a little late from Nelly. Great save. Piglet looking to deal with this in his corner. Has a little bit of trouble. Shot opportunity here. It's a great 50. It's a great 50 by Rydog. Man, Rydog, he stops more shots than in Mormon at an Irishman's wake. It's unreal what that man does on the back end. And look at him looking to contribute on offense as well. Wow. Great stuff from Rydog early on. Here's Spanky. Nelly to the side wall. Who will be there first? Nelly again. Might have taken the ball away from Rydog there. A little lapse in communication, but they're so much in ECE's half. It's not really bothering them much. Nice breakout pass from Rydog to Nelly. Nelly lays it back off. Piglet in. Good save from Spanky. Nelly's looking to collect here. Here's Husky on the ball. Husky looks to 50 Rydog. It just gets by him. This is dangerous here. Great up from Spanky. Well up, son. Good hand. Now Rydog's going to have some space along the wall for himself. What can he do here? He's looking for the pass. Just doesn't get enough conviction on it. It's that awkward area where it's between a pass and a shot, and it just ends up going straight to an ECE defender. Big ups from Christmas. Gets the touch to avoid Rydog. Spanky has to challenge. Great challenge. Husky's there to collect. Takes it up the wall. Looks for a little control. Maybe infield pass. Decides against it. Christmas up into the corner. Good old dump and chase. Get a line shift. Get a line change, boys. Short shifts. Rydog in the corner. Gets it past one, but not past Huskies. This is the layering that we're used to seeing from ECE. When one man goes, they have two more behind the ball ready to challenge. This is what we're used to seeing from them. Good adjustments. Oh, I thought I jinxed it, to be fair. I thought I jinxed it, but well done. Huskies gets the clear across, looking for Spanky. Just barely can't get the touch on it. Still in the corner, though. They can get a little bit of pressure. That's nicely done around Nelly with the demo. Rydog's there to collect. Oh, a bit of a whiff from Huskies. It's in a tough position. Rydog with possession. Can he buy the flick? No, he can't. Insufficient funds. Nelly on the attack, though. Here comes a counterattack. Should be a 2-on-1 if we can beat Rydog. It's a good bump, but it's just unfortunately late. Teammates were backing up. Here's Nelly in net. Bit of an awkward save. He manages to purchase. Nelly again on the wall. Bumps in. Here's Christmas to apply a little pressure. It's a miss. Could be a shot opportunity. Oh! Anvil just clinks the bar. That is unfortunate. And the result of this game is a little further back, but signs of life there. That's good attack right there. TA is going to end up taking this one 2-0. Good game of Rocket League, though. The chat is really just not on ECE's side here. It's a little unfortunate. I think they played well. I think 2-0 is a fair result. I think that if you take away the first minute of that game, then it's much closer. TA had a little bit of trouble finding their offense past the first minute and a half or so, and EC Eternal looked to get better. They just need to find that spark on offense. We can see here Rydog absolutely leading the way. 42 touches, more than anybody else in the lobby by a long shot. 7 shots on goal. This is the game that ECE like to play, though. They're, in no disrespect at all, I call them the Burnley of SGL. It has nothing to do with their results or anything in Burnley's results. It's just they play a Sean Dyche type brand of Rocket League, where you're just going to get suckered in. The bus will be parked. They're going to make you work for their goals. All right, just moments away from game 2 here. Let's see if ECE can get a little bit more offense going here. Here we go, game 2, Premiership Week 11. Let's see, can ECE respond, or will TA look their way to a 2-0 victory? There we go, kickoff goal from Christmas. That's what you love to see. How's your ball, son? That's fantastic. Sly little finish. Nelly gets caught on the cheat, and Christmas is there to collect. This is going to be interesting. It's unfortunately rare that you see ECE with a lead going into games. We'll see how they defend it if they're able to take it up. Immediately after I say that, TA concede. I apologize. Christmas, Bizbo, Spanky, Huskies. Y'all, that's on me. I apologize. Commentators curse. You know how it goes. Just a bit of an unlucky break there, and Nelly's able to put it in the back of the net. So we're back where we started. 8 seconds later, 1-1 game. If ECE can get this next goal, you feel like their chances are still great. Here's a shot opportunity from Christmas. Not the best power. Still there for the follow-up, though. Oh, it just gets above Huskies. Can Rydog get the bump? Oh, he does, but Christmas is in with a good recovery. Big 50 from Nelly. Nelly gets it above. Great back goal line defense from Huskies. That's a crucial touch. Christmas in, back pass to Huskies, into the corner. Oh, a bit of miscommunication between Piglet and Nelly. Somebody there had to get a touch to to convert the chance. Just neither of them managed to go. Nelly looking to apply pressure from the wall. Christmas is there to save. Bit of time and space for Piglet. Can he make the outplay? No. Spanky in with a great 50. Huskies with a big beat on Ride Dog. Get a little bit of possession in the other half, and it's right back down. Awkward touch from Spanky. Christmas is there to clean it up, though. Piglet with the shot opportunity. Husky saves again. This is what they do. The Burnley of SGL. They're just, it's so difficult to score on them. They're layering, and the way that they play defensively is super solid. See if Nelly tries to break that up. Is it another commentator's curse? Oh my goodness gracious. I've had enough. Get me out of the booth already. This is ridiculous. Nelly with the 50 on the goal line, and Piglet's there to clean it up. I can't believe what I've just seen. That's mental. All right, here we go. 2-1 TA. Can EC Eternal find a spark of offense to get themselves tied back in this game? There it is. Another kickoff goal. This time it's Spanky. Just a bit of an errant flip from Nelly. They don't get the 50, and once again, the cheat is caught a little bit further up. So, 2-2 game, 3:30 left. We'll see what happens next. It's anybody's game. Again, you got to feel like if EC Eternal get the next goal, then they'll feel good about their chances to win the rest of this match. They're so solid defensively. TA in with the bite. Here comes Spanky looking to get a clear off the wall. He does. Piglet here for the clear. Big 50 by Christmas. Here comes Huskies to clock in. Oh, big fakes, big whiffs. Ride Dog in with the chance. Oh, crossbar down. Christmas with the clear. Here comes TA. Still lots of pressure from TA. All of ECE or Boostar there scrambling for pads, scrambling to make contact on this ball to give them time. Spanky comes in to give them a little bit of relief. Huskies in on the challenge, safely away by Nelly. Here comes Christmas to recycle. Spanky with a shot opportunity. It's on frame, maybe, no, just wide. Christmas looks to recycle. Spanky looking for the mixer. No, Piglet's there to see it away. Nelly with a big 50 gets some much needed relief from TA. Spanky up for the ball. Piglet's there. Huskies with another clear. The clearance power has not been what you'd expect from them. They're buying just enough time to stay defending, but not enough to transition into offense. That's great power from Spanky. There we go. Christmas looking to give a little bit of trouble in the corner. Piglet's up. Oh, this is looking promising. Oh, crucial bump there. If he doesn't get bumped, that's a double all day. I believe it. Christmas off the wall to himself. Can he cut it back in? A fake? Oh, Ride Dog on the back wall. See, just what I've said, man. Ride Dog is just one of the best defenders in this league. Just when you think you've got it past him, he somehow ends it back. Christmas with a huge beat. Gets the ball to go bottom corner. Just slots it home. What a finish. What a 50 from Huskies to set him up. Here we go. They have the lead with 1 minute left. This is the brand of soccer they'd like to play. Can they keep this lead? Get a 1-1 series tie. Into the corner. Rydog recycles, or Nelly recycles to Rydog. Big save from Christmas. He'll look to stall for a little bit. It's a great 50. It just gets the ball away from the net. The best place to play defense is in your opponent's third. You'll love to see it. Rydog off the back wall to Nelly. Nelly with a pop. Can there be a follow-up? Great touch from Huskies. Huskies looks to pressure in. Dump and chase. Looks to meet Rydog in the corner. Nelly joins in for support. Rydog. Christmas slides in. Piglet with the clear up to Rydog. Rydog maybe looks to get this middle. Goes ceiling. Gets the flip pass. Oh, Nelly just gets underneath the shot. Doesn't quite get the purchase he wants on it. Spanky there to clear it away. Rydog pinches it in. Here comes Nelly again. Great 50 from Spanky. That's a fantastic beat. And again, Here comes Piglet again. We know he's dangerous in the air. Christmas back for it, though. He'll look to pressure it in. Ride Dog gets the beat. This is an opportunity. What a save. Oh, my goodness. They are just unrelenting in their own third. They will not concede easily. And EC Eternal hang on for the 3-2 win. The series is tied 1-1. What a fantastic game from EC Eternal. That is exactly what you need. I mean, they're being outshot. Let's see, quick math, 7-10. They're being outshot 2-1. And yet somehow they come away with a 3-2 win. It's extraordinary. Christmas with a massive 51 touches. Nelly with 54. Great stuff. And Huskies, I was unfamiliar with your game. I apologize. You've been fantastic on the defensive end. It's fantastic to see such great defending. Funk, Huskies still hot. Damn straight. Huskies is fantastic. What a great game for them. They're looking to continue that again. TA will probably be looking to be just a little bit more clinical if their chances. They had a few. Nelly had that one to maybe either tie the game or go into the lead. I forget which, but he skied it a little bit. If they can be a little more clinical, maybe they'll get through the defense of ECE. Just moments away from game 3. Oh, we have production issues, lobby error, standby. Just allows a little bit of a Waffle House. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see a little more activity in the chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. It's lonely in the commentator booth. I'm a little cold. I forgot my poncho. But we're still here. We're having some great Rocket League. Love to watch it. Love to commentate it. Guess I'll take this opportunity to commend everybody in the community who's watching. I've been playing Rocket League for a very long time, and having a community to finally share all that with has been very nice. Bravo to everybody who plays. Bravo to Maz who puts it all on. Just very, very cool to be a part of this community. Very thankful. All right, lobby's back up. We're looking to get restarted. Actual moments away from game 3 this time. Hopefully no false starts occur. All right, here we go. Players are joining. We are ready to go. Game 3, series tied 1-1. It turns into a best of 3. Who's got the bottle? Who's got the nerves? Who can take this series by the throat? Oh, big 50 from Piglet. Is that in? Can Spanky get back to it? Yes, just barely. Great recovery, great positioning. TA flying out of the gates here, having a couple shots on goal already. Ride Dog there to stop the ball. Piglet looking for the challenge, but he's awkward. Husky's up for it. Nelly back to collect, no problem. Gets a nice touch out to mid to himself. Christmas with the clearance away. Christmas looking to follow up his dump and chase. Great. Gets it in the mix-up. Ride Dog with the clearance to the sidewall. Big demo. Looks like an empty net here. Oh! Just didn't get the contact he would have wanted on that. That net looked open for a hot second. ECE able to get back to it, clear the danger away. Still 0-0. Here's Ride Dog off back ball. Big ups from Spanky. That's a fantastic challenge. You need to get that challenge off quick. Another demo from Ride Dog. Piglet centers, just skims the crossbar into the other corner safely. Now Nelly on the ball. Huskies looks to meet. Gets the bump, still past it. Ride Dog in with the chance. Oh, just barely, and finally in. Ride Dog, the best pass in Rocket League, is a shot off the crossbar. Piglet's there to collect. Great finish, great pressure. TA are swarming to start this game. Loy Boy, where are you, man? The team The team needs you, dude. I mean, they clearly don't need you, but I mean, it'd be more fun if you played, you know? Piglet is the new me. He has definitely looked good. I will say that. He's been strong. Here's Piglet on the ball, puts it into the corner, taps to himself, touch into the mixer, big 50. Now he's looking to get in on goal. Here's Spanky, soft dribbler towards net, easily saved by Rydog. Rydog with control, flicks Christmas. Husky's there to collect. Piglet again with the shot on net. That's a nice find to find the net from that angle. Spanky looking to beat Nelly, doesn't succeed. Oh, a bit awkward. Last man gets caught out. Can they cut back to it? Rydog with a clinical finish. Just an errant challenge from Christmas. He drives up and then doesn't commit to the ball. It doesn't get the ball. Ball ends up in the net. Unfortunate from Christmas. This is where you got to feel like ECE is really not happy to be in this position. Down 2 goals with their struggles on offense. You have a tough time seeing how they're going to win this game. But that's why we play the games. We'll see if they can get anything going. Christmas gets bumped. Piglet, oh, it's 3-0. Bar down, ping fries are done. Piglet gets a nice aerial, goes crossbar down. And this is really, really not looking good for ECE. Can they find a little bit of offense? You know, three-goal lead. It can be dangerous to have. You just need one. Then maybe the belief starts flowing. Just get one. Just win the next goal. Big save from Spanky. Spanky looks to follow up. Rydog gets a massive dunk. Huskies dribbles another bump from Rydog has definitely increased the physicality so far. He's had more demos. He's had more bumps. He's looking good so far. Huskies with the shot on. Rydog gets to 50. Christmas is there though, and there's one. There's one. That's all you need. Just get one goal. Just focus once at a time. Nice infield pass, and even though the 50 was there, Christmas is still there to collect, and a nice deft finish to put it in the back of the net. Now it's a 2-goal game. Any Dallas Stars fans, you know, 2-goal lead or 2-goal deficit, right where we want them. Nico Rantanen, third period. Anybody? Bueller. Okay. Rydog with a nice shot in. Christmas gets the save. Looks to follow it up. Piglet meets him at the wall. Huskies with another clear again. Nelly over to Spanky. Spanky looks to follow up. If you can follow up, they've got nice chances here. Oh, just barely couldn't get it past Rydog. Back into the corner. Nelly with a soft touch onto the wall. Huskies will be there. Nice beat on Piglet. It's past Rydog as well. It's going to be awkward going into the corner. Doesn't handle it the best. Can EC Eternal take advantage of this pressure? Off the sidewall. It doesn't get past Christmas. It's a great infield pass. It just barely misses the purchase from Husky. It's great stuff from EC Eternal, though. They're looking to get more offense going. Moron says, stuff that stalking. I love that. A little Christmas shout. You love to see it. Here's Huskies backwards to collect. Oh, he misses the touch. Is this an opportunity? Doesn't seem like anybody's knocking for TA. Rydog gets the shot in. Saved away. Here we go with the dump and chase. Beats it around 1, but Piglet's there. Spanky looking to maybe infield pass. Oh, just barely. If it was over a little more, then maybe Christmas gets on the end of that. Not quite, though. Great 50s from TA to see it away, and now it's just an unfortunate turn. You think the ball's going to go to the wall, you turn your nose over, and you just get caught out with the shot. Unfortunate. That will probably be all she wrote for Game 3. Still promising signs for ECE, though. The offense there in that last 2 minutes looked good. If they can get the pressure, I don't mind the dump and chase. They just have to get pressure on that, and then eventually turn those corner balls into chances through an infield pass. That's their game plan, and it seems to be working most of the time. We have Rydog popping it up. Christmas there for it. Piglet to the corner for Rydog. Gets a mid-pass. Huskies with the chance. Bar down and in. A 2-goal game with 27 seconds left. Not too bad. Big shot from Huskies. It's great power, great placement. Goes bar down. King fries are done. Can EC Eternal get a quick one and really make this interesting? We'll see. A bit of an errant kickoff from Spanky. Still gets the 50, though. Big body. Spanky in again. Nelly with the clearance, though. Just so dependable back there. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, we should be back. Sorry about that, folks. Disconnected. We should be back, though. TA makes it 5 goals. If there was any doubt about this game result, TA will take game 3, will look to go match point against EC Eternal and claim the series. Still, everything still stands the same. Good signs of promise from EC Eternal. If they can just get the offense started a little bit sooner in their games, like they did in game 2, then they may be able to take this to 5. You get a look at the in-player stats. Frydog, 51 touches. That is just nuts. He loves to get himself in on the 50. Nelly shortly after with 4. Rydog with 4 shots, Nelly with 2. The shot ratio is looking a little bit better, though, for ECE. Just 4 shots to 6 this time. Of course, 6 saves. No, you would expect nothing less from them. TA is a confidence team. I agree completely. It's also it's like EC Eternal. They're such a suffocating team. If they get the first goal, it's really difficult to get back in the game with how they go. It's looking like we'll have a substitution here. Loyboy will be coming in for Rydog. Here we go. The Loyboy has been called upon, and he has answered. Much like Reinhardt, any Overwatch fans, Loyboy has been called upon. We'll see what he can do. Huge wrench into the game thrown for EC Eternal, because now you have the mechanics and the prowess of Loyboy to worry about. We'll see how they handle it. Loyboy whiff off the ceiling. Spanky into the corner. Nelly misses the clear. Could be a shot attempt. Loyboy's there. Flicks one and remains possession. Good challenge from Huskies to force. That's how you defend. That's how you defend these higher ranked players. You know, the same for all of you SGL wide players out there. The way to defend Cesar and Luis and Loyboy and all of them, just get the challenge in early. Force the ball away and then have your second man there ready. Good execution on that so far. Huskies looks to get it in the net. What a shot from Huskies. Great placement, just drives into it. Christmas with a great infield pass. Nelly maybe could have gone ball there. I'm not sure he saw Huskies or expected him to layer the shot in, but here we go. EC Eternal have the first goal. Can they lock it down for the rest of the game? Going to be much harder to do so with Loyboy into the fold. Beats one. Great 50 by Christmas. Has to be there. Love to see it. Nelly back into the corner. Spanky looks to meet him. Gets beat. Huskies there. Looks for the pass to Spanky. Gets it into the corner again. Nice play. Great breakout from ECE. Bump on Loyboy. Christmas is there to put it into this recycling bin. Loyboy with a little pop, but Spanky's up immediately. Great 50 from Spanky. Triple commit from TA. That looked dangerous for a second. The whole lobby was up for that one. Unfortunately, not able to make them pay our EC Eternal, but shaky moments at the back here. Maybe the introduction of Loyboy has tweaked the chemistry a little bit. They're not looking as cohesive right now. Spanky just barely avoids the 50. Gets demoed, however, for his troubles. Husky gets dunked. Can they get here? Oh, that's just unfortunate. It's a 50 ball in their goal box, and they just don't get enough wood on that to get the ball away. Loyboy will tuck. Just flips first. So 1-1, Loyboy ties it up. A little bit of a fake kickoff. Let's see what they bring up here. Over to Piglet. Gets cut out by Spanky, but 50'd into the corner. Loyboy looks to meet Christmas in the air. Decides not to. Goes ground. Zero boost. Can't follow it up. Here's Spanky. Christmas gets it into the corner. So much of this game, so much of this series has been played in the corner. Just dump and chase, play safety to the corner. It's been great so far. Look at that. The corner battle's won, and Nelly is able to slot that near post. Christmas just did not have enough boost to put an actual hand up. Gets by him really quickly. Nelly's able to slot it in. 2-1 TA. Nervy moments for ECE. This is the series in the balance. Whiff from Christmas. Nelly's there to capitalize. Oh man, you hope it's not unraveling. They need to collect themselves in this goal replay. They need to compose and find a way to stop the bleeding here. 2 goals is already difficult enough. You feel like with 3, with Loy Boy on the field, that'll be the series won. Christmas looks to lose control in the air. Nelly hits it over to Spanky. Great touch to himself, but Loy Boy's right there with the speed. Just barely goes off the post. Husky's looking to continue his play up the wall. Cut off by Loy Boy. Christmas looks to engage. Loy Boy wins the 50 again. Nice challenge by Spanky. Piglet looking to make a little something happen. The setup is not quite what he'd want, just to save away to Huskies. Spanky will take it up the wall. Nelly just barely gets it down to Piglet. Is this the shot? Yes, just barely wide. Huskies looks to get the pop, cannot, goes back into the corner. Piglet sends it in. Christmas bound the back wall, gets to clear. Whiff from Spanky allows Nelly to get the touch back in. He'll go for it again. Back wall, anybody there? Spanky for the clearance. He'll look to follow his own play into the corner. Piglet gets the touch. Loy Boy will collect, and here he goes up the wall. Husky's there to intercept. Great challenge. If you let Loy Boy get up the wall, you're in trouble. Spanky gets 8-balled into that save, I think. How about that? You take it however you can get it. Huskies 50 by Nelly. Now Loy Boy's up. Just can't get the purchase on the double, but Nelly is still there. Once again, the best pass in Rocket League is a shot off the post. Just an overcommit on the double tap. They lose the rebound. Nelly's able to slot it home. And at 4-1, it's looking like TA will go to their 6th series win of the season. I think Eternals looked good, though. I think that it's just unfortunate. I feel like this has been their season. A 3-1 series loss feels a bit harsh to them. They play so well defensively. They need somebody who can consistently get the outplays and maintain control. Nice save by Husky there. There's not enough in the middle third and attacking third yet. But man, the way that their defense is layered, the way that they play so solidly around their net, next season, if they can figure out how to add a little more offense to it, they're going to be a difficult team. Spanky looks to recycle. Loy Boy gets the clear across. Huskies, not quite to the corner, could be dangerous. Bit of tactical fakes going on. Huskies will look to finish. Christmas says, just kidding, I'd like to, and it turns out that neither of them will. Spanky puts it off the back corner. Loy Boy with just the deftest of touches. Nelly will get the clear away, looks to add Loy Boy. Loy Boy pops it back mid, nobody there. Just 10 seconds away from TA claiming their 6th win of the series. And Chris Paul will go ahead and score to make it a 42-point game. It's a lovely touch from Spanky. Nice little deft finish. This one's just about done. The dying embers of here. Tough series for EC Eternal. They had their moments where they really looked sharp, but in the end, Timbers Army will take the series 3-1. Look here at the stats. Loy Boy, as expected, leading the way. 46 touches, 1 goal, 4 shots. Nelly keeping up right there with him with 4 goals and 3. Now, Nelly, I also was not familiar with your game. You're pure striker. You love to see that. Just A decent bit of offense in the game for EC Eternal. We had 7 shots to TA's 10, so the ratio is still getting better. They looked better, just unfortunately could not get the series win across. Good game to everybody involved. We're looking to do player interviews in just a second. Like we said at the beginning of the stream, this fixture does not really have a huge result on the table, but I mean, of course, TA looking to maybe get a bit of a confidence boost heading into their upper final next week against KC Cauldron. And that'll be a huge match because you're going to have the winner of arguably the 2 best teams in the league, ECRC and El Matador, waiting on the end of that losers bracket for whoever loses that series. KC versus TA. Massive series. Huey solo cast W, doing my best. This stuff's harder than it looks, man. I'll tell you what. Debit, Maz, Debit, Luis. I don't know how you guys do this stuff as much as you do, man. Mad respect. True that. Practice makes perfect. Spoken like somebody who's done this for countless matches. Yeah, I feel good. I enjoyed it. I feel it's fun. Love talking Rocket League. Love MLS. Love soccer. Love getting to share it with people who also love all those things. We're looking to get player interviews started in a second. I believe we'll have Bride Dog coming to speak from TA, and here he is. Mr. Dog, Ride Dog, how are you doing, sir? Congrats on the victory.
Thank you. Yeah, feeling good. Ran the same trio back for the first part and felt good. Dropped a game, but we have those from time to time. But yeah, felt good.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of booing from Friendly Fire here, Nelly. Nelly says, "Boo, Ride Dog." We're going to ignore that. I do want to ask you though, what are your thoughts on how Nelly played in this series? I was unfamiliar with how great of a goal scorer he is. What does he add to the team?
He adds a lot. He adds a lot on the offensive end. Just for the record, he's booing because we wanted Piglet to do the interview, so that's why he's booing me. But no, he's the attacking duo with Loyboy normally. And so I said it on Monday that I just kind of fill in where needed. And so yeah, for these first few games, like I kind of was like more the offensive end. But yeah, with him, man, he does a lot. It's passing, scoring, and it's kind of weird because last season you probably, if for the people watching that remember, he was like the defensive MVP. And so it was weird to start the season with him just like scoring all the goals with Loyboy and assisting all the goals with Loyboy. And so it's kind of weird for me of like, oh, I guess I'm gonna be the third man now and just kind of fill in here. But yeah, he's really solid. Obviously, he's my best friend in real life, and I've played with him forever. So I could sit here all day and talk good things about him. So
That's fantastic. I called you guys the MSN of SGL. For those uneducated, that's Messi, Suarez, and Neymar back in Barca. But you had somebody outside of that trio come in and perform exceptionally tonight. What are your takeaways from Piglet's debut?
well, he's part of the OG squad back last season. He played a little bit on Monday too. I mean, Kyle's the GOAT, man. He fills in where needed. And these we weren't sure about Landon's availability, Loyboy's availability for today, and I kind of just made the call this morning. I was like, no, Piglet's gonna play, just because I thought we played so well on Monday too, and just to kind of keep that rolling. But no, he's impressed me so much, and he's improved so much since like even the beginning of our first season was. And and so that's why I love the OG trio coming back. It's just like I said on Monday, just like the muscle memory, if you will, from the last season. And so yeah, I'm obviously impressed. We have like a little stat tracker in our heads that's actually on the SGL top 5. He's like the leading assist per game person right now
Mhm.
because he just gets assists and just doesn't have a lot of games. So we've been trying to like get him assists all throughout the series on Monday and then this series as well. So he ended up with at least he's got to be pretty close to 1 per game. So we'll see how it affects the top 5. But yeah, it's kind of like an internal little tracker for all of us, and we all just had a good time trying to get him to get those assists. So
Yeah. So unfortunately, the title challenge, the league play did not pan out the way you guys wanted to, but you're still very much alive in the upper finals of the Premiership Cup. What are some things that you're looking to take away from this match and really the rest of your season to see yourself into the grand final?
yeah, it's gonna be a difficult choice to be honest. What I want to do for the roster now going into that game, just because I feel like Piglet's played so well. And honestly, if we're getting, if he's getting assists per game, that means that we're scoring, which is obviously a good thing when you want to win. But yeah, it's I know the league is kind of out of the picture, but we just want to keep playing well. Like if that means we're kind of the one that causes chaos a little bit, because we still have to play KC in the league too. So if the other teams kind of keep doing their thing, and we still have to play KC, we could play spoiler a little bit. And then of course we got them in the upper final too, which would be a huge game. No, like I'm really excited. We're back to our ways a little bit from where you guys saw us in the beginning of the season. So we're just kind of trying to get back to that peak form. And we absolutely need to find it by next week, of course, because Casey's that good. So yeah, should be a fun one next week.
Yeah, right. Well, little bit of commentators bias. I'll definitely be rooting for you guys next week. I do not want to see you in that lower final at all. You guys are a scary team. Before we go, do you have anything you'd like to say? A little bit of open floor, a little Waffle House. Floor is yours.
Yeah, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for streaming. And Huey, I can't remember if this was your first time commentating or one of the first few times, but appreciate you hopping in, and I'll go back and watch the VOD and check it
Yeah.
out, see how well you did. So awesome to join us in the booth sometimes. Shout out my team. Shout out Landon for popping in and taking over in game 4. He's been doing some finals for school, so he's been obviously because he didn't play against locals and only played 1 game tonight just because of finals and stuff. So appreciate him popping in. GG's to Eternal. They're a good team. I told my team before this that like the games are going to be close. Like this is even if where they are at the table, like it's going to be close, and so we have to like give them the respect. And honestly, they're a good team. And so I don't think the table does them justice quite well. And then I guess shout out Mama Kister for watching at home. I actually texted her that we had a game, and I think she's watching. So thanks for the support. And yeah, I'm sure we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah? Well, all right, man. GG's. Enjoy the victory. Best of luck in your preparations for next week's upper final. Cheers,
Thanks,
right
Huey. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Yeah? Well, all right. That was Rye Dog, fresh off a victory, 3-1 over EC Eternal. We'll get a live look at the table here. TA actually do jump KC Cauldron momentarily. Cauldron, of course, by my math, has 2 games in hand, so very temporary. Rebellion do snag a point. They inch just ever so closer to locals. At the top, of course, EC Eternal and El Matador just 2 points apart. El Matador having the game in hand there, so they'll be looking to go top in the last little bit of the week. Next week, could we pull up the cup matches? Next week, we have the lower semifinal and upper final. KC Cauldron and Timbers Army will face up in the upper final. Lower semifinal, El Matador and ECRC. Both of those games are going to be absolutely must watch. The cup format is electric. It's a best of 7, and all of the even games, 2, 4, and 6. The loser chooses a party game mode. It's super fun. Must watch Rocket League. It's going to be intense. For for 3 of these teams, it's a chance for them to earn silverware if they haven't already won the title already. So all 4 of these teams that are still left are going to be absolutely giving it their all, rolling best lineups, practicing and scrimming, making this incredible Rocket League. So next week, going to be huge matchups. Well, all right. Anything else? Production, give me any notes if there's anything else that we'd like to talk about. Other than that, I have nothing else. Yeah, looks like. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's go to the Champ Cup bracket since we're talking about cups on the moment. Here we see the Championship Cup. Lower final, I'm getting notes from production, will be Steel Army vs. Los Verdes tomorrow night. Going to be great. Steel Army with, Devitt leading the charge like LeBron across the, whatever that river in Paris is. You guys know, hashtag Le General versus Los Verdes and David. That'll be a great matchup, 2 great matches. And then in the Premiership, we have Locals versus Cauldron as well, which is a sneaky game. Locals, you've got the Duck in the Batmobile. And when he's on, it's a tough game for anybody. Locals took ECRC to 7 in the lower bracket of the Cup, and that was in the midst of a 8-game series streak for ECRC. So Locals will give anybody a game. KC absolutely cannot afford to drop any points in this title race. It's crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Any drop points is going to mean serious trouble. So KC Cauldron and Serrano, Funch, Zach, they'll be looking to have a strong showing tomorrow and shut the Duck and Locals down. Well, all right, guys. I think that just about wraps up our coverage for the evening. Thank you all for tuning in. I had a blast being a solo commentator for you guys. I hope to do it again in the future. GG's to Timbers Army and EC Eternal. You guys played fantastic. Thank you, production. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Huey for SGL signing off.